Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back. And so we are getting all set here at the studio. So if you are still getting set up, take about a minute or so. There is any playlist that you would like. You could pull it up on Spotify, and you could pick any flow playlist today. Would be totally fine if you want music. I'm going to pull up a playlist here myself. Nothing in particular, so go ahead and choose any playlist if you're listening to music today. And we'll get started here. Hey, once you're set, make sure you check your volume. Make sure you can hear me okay on your television or your device that is streaming the video. That is first and foremost. And then if you have the music going on in the background, that's wonderful. You can start lying down on your back if you're not there yet. And so choose the top of your mat, whatever is going to be the top of your mat for your practice today. Lie down on your back with your head towards the top of your mat and your legs stretched out long with your arms by your sides and your palms facing up. And once you're lying down, you can roll or rock your head out a little bit side to side. And I've had several people ask the question over the course of the quarantine classes, what if it's not so comfortable to lie down and flat on the back? Understand, we're not normally lying down on a hard surface like I'm here on concrete and just a little pad of the yoga mat in between. So if it's not necessarily the most comfortable position, then you can always have your legs bent. That's going to shorten the hip flex. Hold a lot in your hip flexors. This should feel better here. So either way. Let's take 3 breaths. Follow the breath in through the nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Again, breathe in through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. One more round. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Let it go. Okay, let's remind ourselves, keep it moving. And keep practicing. And if you can, draw yourself into a practice, whether it's an hour of asana and blended meditation at the end, or if it's simply a 5-minute sit. If it's 3 minutes or 3 breaths of mindfulness, and draw yourself into a practice every single day. Okay? And hopefully if this is a place for you to do that, set yourself on subscribe and so that you get the notification that a class is going live. Even if you're driving right now, right, and you put this on and you just listen, right? The cadence, the voice, the breath cues, you can breathe with the class even if you're not doing the physical poses. Okay? Listen to it like a podcast or something, And legs together, take your arms over your head, give yourself a nice big stretch. And bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Keep it simple. Elbows around your sides and shoulders drawing down into the ground. And on your next breath, kick both legs straight up towards the ceiling. And if this is really tight in the back of your legs, keep a little bend to your knees and then reach your arms up towards the ceiling as well. And if you can straighten your legs, hover your head, hover your shoulders, and then tap your toes with your fingertips and then lower the shoulders down and exhale, tap the toes. And so the legs remain relatively fixed. And then we're tapping the toes for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees back in. Give yourself a squeeze. Good. Wake up. Feel your belly. And let's just say we're all waking up this morning. It's noon Pacific time, so it's 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. And we're just waking up today. Happy baby. Arms through your inner thighs. And grab for your ankles or the outsides of your feet. And best you can, flatten your back. And shoulders set. You can reset your head. Take 3 breaths. And watch your belly rise and fall. And happy baby. And perhaps through your mind in your practice today, every single pose that we're in, you're like, I'll take it. Take a happy baby. Right? I'll take a warrior 2. And I'll take whatever comes. Connect to the breath. Feel the empowerment, the energy of the flow as it's moving through you. Finish your exhale. Bring your knees back together. And give yourself a big squeeze. Forehead up to your knees. And slide the hands in behind the knees, and we'll rock up and down. And feel your spine from your hips all the way up to your shoulders. 2 more. And onto your bum, pivot yourself around. And so you're back towards the top of your mat. And come into a tabletop. Spread your knees out, mat width. And hips back to your heels. I'm keeping the head up in child's pose. Slide the hands forward. And then take your right hand, cover the back of your left hand. Now descend. Let your forehead come down to the ground. Feel it in your shoulders. Also feel as it widens the space across your chest. And there's no doubt a lot of this practice and transitions in flow and travel through downward facing dog. And so you're building awareness and strength in the upper back, lessening the grip in your shoulders, and evolving, creating more space over time and repetition. And draw your head back up, and bring your right hand back out in front. And cover your right hand with your left hand. Inhale, and exhale. Let the head come down, forehead to the ground. And simultaneously feel the draw, the deeper flexion in the shoulder, and the space broadening across your chest. You might even feel it on your outer left side body. And through the back down into the waist, breathe into it. And slide your head back up. Bring your left hand back in front. And then we'll rise up into a tabletop. Those knees wide, bring them back in so they're hip width apart. And seal your lips. Fill your breath with chest. And drop the belly. Inhale, open the chest, lift the chin, cow pose. And exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Press through your hands, curl into a little ball. Inhale to extend, drop the belly out, move the chest and gaze forward. And exhale, round the spine. And chin to your chest. Inhale to extend, belly out, open the chest, gaze forward. Yes, exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine, please. And 2 more. Inhale to extend. And exhale, tuck the chin, pull the belly back in. And 1 more round. Inhale, we'll take it all the rounds. Right, if we do 5, if we do 10, each round, exhale, tuck the chin, do it with breath. Inhale, come to a flat back. And set up your plank, right leg straight. And ball of your foot, left leg straight, and connect to the balls of your feet. And breathe in your plank. Work it out through your shoulders. Feel the lift in your armpits as you ground down into your hands. And feet are set hip width, lightly on an exhale. Lift your tailbone up. And it's going to create a little arch in your low spine. And let your chest take a dive. Gaze can come towards the middle of your mat. If you're slipping, and pull the corner of your towel back on one side and back on the other side. Hands directly to your sticky mat. Feel the sensation, but we're not forcing the sensation. The sensations will appear. And big toes together, baby steps. Walk your feet all the way up to the top. Anywhere from legs straight, palms flat. Into a little bend to your knees, fingertips on the ground. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. The breath can move you. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step back into a high plank. And connect to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin. Come all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, roll your heart up. And exhale, lower your chest, tuck your toes, press up. And then come back into your downward facing dog. The more you can clarify the connection to your breath, let the breath move your body. And so it's less of the mind. It's less of you thinking about what you're doing. It's more of you observing in what you're doing while you're doing it, all the while synchronicity with your breath. And big toes together. That's why we inhale, lift the heels. And then exhale, bend the knees and take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Let the breath bring you up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Okay, balls of your feet into the mat. So we're not all up on the tips of your toes. Okay, we're in the balls of the feet. Connect to the strength of your thighs. Feel your thighs turn to the bone, belly in. Bend your arms, exhale, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, feel it out. Breathe clarity in your downward facing dog. Okay, hence keeping the lips sealed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. All you got to do is bring your breath. You know, like you go to the beach and you're like, I got to bring the chair, bring the umbrella. Don't forget the sunscreen. All you got to bring to yoga is your breath. It's amazing. Big toes together. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. We can always refine our focus. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, look up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. 8 reminders, balls of your feet, strong legs, strong belly. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your hips. And downward facing dog. And draw to your breath, big toes together. And the inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, 2 steps to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Get it going. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up. Take a bow, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Left foot back into a lunge. Look forward, tap your left knee down. Lift your left knee back up, take an inhale. Stay with your lunge. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. And exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot on your back toes. Pause. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms forward. And left hand down, twist. Reach your right arm up. Feel the boost from the ball of your back foot. Awesome. Stay for your breath in. And exhale, bring your gaze and right hand down. Bend your left knee. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Great. Exhale, right foot back into your lunge. Bend your front leg. Okay, draw your gaze forward. Tap your right knee down. And then lift your right knee back up. Feel your legs. Float your arms by your sides. Nice. Draw with your belly. Breath moves the body. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down. Feel the slide. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. And exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Plant, pivot, back heel high. Inhale. Exhale, arms back by your sides. Great. Inhale, reach your arms forward. And bring your right hand down, left arm up. Twist. And feel the awareness strength in your upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale, gaze in left hand down. Bend your right knee. Step to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And feet ground. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands. You can step, float, or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back. Good warm up, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And remind you, all you got to bring to your yoga practice is the breath. And then refine, connect, and get more clear into your breath. I know there's a lot of other things coming along with you for the ride. And place your focus into your breath. Left foot down. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your legs, chair pose. Hips back, reach your arms up. And sweep your arms back by your sides. Yes, inhale, we rise. Legs straight, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. And exhale, dive, forward fold. Great job. Inhale, lift halfway. And step your left foot back into a lunge. Gaze forward, tap your left knee down. Lift your left knee up. Take an inhale. Exhale, arms back by your sides. Got it? Inhale, rise, arms up, reach. Exhale, warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Inhale on the slide, reach up and back, reverse. Exhale, windmill your hands, plant, pivot, step back, 3-legged dog. Bend your arms, chaturanga flow, feet ground, inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feel your hands now as you go from the back to the front. Slow down your exhale. Big toes together, lift your heels. Bend your knees, exhale, walk, hop, or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the legs, sit, chair pose, reach your arms up. Yes, sweep your arms back by your sides. And feel your feet. Inhale, we rise. Straight legs, reach up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Right foot back into your lunge. Okay, look forward, tap your right knee down. Lift your right knee up and take an inhale. Exhale, arms back by your sides. And we rise. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Inhale to reverse your warrior 2. Exhale, windmill your hands and plant, pivot, square. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's flow it out, you guys. Inhale, rise, arms up. Feel some of this energy. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. And feel your feet. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale to your right elbow. Listen, kick it back. And then knee to your nose. Step your left foot all the way through. Take your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Breathe in, look forward. And then exhale, stretch your hips back. Straighten your left leg. And fold chin to your chest. Half splits. As you ground through your right knee, draw in through your navel. Option to float your arms out in front. Pull your hands into your heart. Everybody come forward to lunge. Hips down, chest proud. And thumbs hook. Reach your arms over your head, elbows in. And so you're throttling the back bend by grounding the top of your back foot. And feel as you engage the center line, softly move the gaze up, shoulders down, breathe in. And exhale, bring your gaze and hands to the mat. And tuck your back toes, lift your right knee, step back into your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale, step your right foot all the way through, lower your left knee. Nice, draw your hips back in space, straighten your right leg. And always balance in your breath first. And ground your left knee. I give you these cues to your right heel. You can float your arms forward. And navel draws in. See, the truth is you're going to get there. You're going to get to the beach. You're going to end up in Shavasana, I promise. All you got to do is bring your breath. Hands to your heart, lunge. Okay, chest proud. And feel your balance. Hook your thumbs, reach your arms up. And throttling the back bend, top of your left foot, grounding down. And feel it work, elbows in, clear cut, midline. On your exhale, bring your gaze and hands back to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step your right foot back, come into a downward facing dog. And you should feel it, longer, deeper breath in through your nose. And if you want to inch your feet forward a couple, lift your heels up, big toes together. Scoop the belly in, bend your knees, exhale, hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Firm those hands, exhale, full. Take it up, inhale, rise. And retreat, hands to your heart, balance standing. Take a breath in, soften your shoulders. And catch your breath with your mind. Slow your heartbeat down. And as you exhale, sit down like chair. Right elbow outside your left thigh. 3 breaths, twist, rotate around your midline. And back to center, square, inhale. And twist, left elbow, exhale, outside your right thigh. Good, back to center, square, reach your arms up, keep your bum low, draw your butt back in space, reach out through your wrist. And spread your knees apart, ground your hands, and then work here, feet on the ground, or more weight into the hands, and float your feet off the ground. Okay, you can always play tapping crow, one foot, and the other foot, tapping and lifting. And then both feet come up, inhale. Exhale, shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, arms straight. And exhale, lift your hips. And downward facing dog. Make sure you roll your shoulders away from your ears and neck first. And then you can take your head up and down. Yes. And bring the breath to the practice. That's it. Wonderful. As you inhale, gaze steady at your thumbs, big toes touch. Lift your heels, exhale, walk or hop. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, let's fold. Inhale, stand up, arms reach over your head, good little sweat. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Arms by your sides, feet ground, sit down, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Take your breath, take your medicine, and exhale, fold it out, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Right foot stays, left foot back, turn the heel down, warrior one, bend your front leg, and then rise. And should feel like a lighter warrior one, based on the sequences we've done thus far. And you work that front leg, bend it into a square, and so your thigh is parallel to the floor. Roll your butt under. Dive, bring your hands to the mat. Pivot your back heel high. Kick your right leg back, 3-legged plank. And chin stays up, palms pressed down. Right knee to your right wrist. Inhale, kick it back. Right knee to your left wrist. Inhale, kick it back. Okay, knee lands in between your thumbs. Sit down onto your shin. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes, use your fingertips, and then feel your torso like a pigeon chest. And shoulders away from your ears. And so this is a light stretch. If your psoas on your left side is really tight, then you'll feel it more than a light stretch. Breathe into it. Okay, building a back connected to your core, set your hands flat. Okay, this right leg is going to stay tucked in, the heel to the bump. Tuck your back toes, lift your left knee, press the mat away, and then lift the knee into the chest. Tap the shin down. Lift the knee into the chest. Tap the shin down. Come on, lift the knee into the chest. 2 more. Work, knee to chest. Tap it down. Knee to chest, kick it back. 3-legged downward facing dog. And big step all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Come on up, warrior 2. Palms face up. And breathe space across your chest and feel the strength in your back. Straighten your front leg and exalt your triangle. Left hand crawls down your left leg and reach your right arm all the way up. Turn the pinky finger in. And feel it lifting, lengthening you out of your right hip. Great expression. And bring yourself back, warrior 2. And keep your head back, little lift to your chin, breath in. And bring your hands to the top of the mat. Pivot, step back, high plank. Bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. It's great. You're actually using your muscles now. Versus just flying and gliding and putting weight into your joints. You're using your muscles, right? And how you know you can stop yourself in breath floating on a dime. Like when you come forward to plank, bend your arms. And that's when you know that you're using muscles in breath, holding chaturanga. Press back up, lift your hips, down dog. Heels up, bend the knees, walk or float to the top. In, lift. Exhale, forward fold. And stand up, inhale, rise. Great job. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms by your sides. And bend your legs, squat, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Pull your hips back. Didn't realize how far we could pull our hips back and reach out, lift the wrist up. And take a dive, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And left foot stays forward, right foot back. Warrior 1, turn the heel down. Bend your front leg to that square. Back toes on a 45. Inhale, rise. And tailbone down, we'll work the space, inner thighs. And you feel your left glute roll under, feel your right glute engage. Press to that back heel. Swan dive, bring your hands down. Pivot your back heel high, kick your left leg back, float it. And 3-legged plank, you got it. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your right wrist. Inhale, kick back. And knee in between your thumbs, sit down onto your shin. Right knee down, slide the toes back. Use your arms. Feel it, pigeon chest. Could be a light stretch if it's really tight. Deeper stretch, feel your psoas through your right hip crease. Gaze and hands flat. Tuck your back toes. Let's work it. Lift your right knee. Press the ground away. Left knee into your chest. Inhale, shin down. Exhale, pump it up. Let's go. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Kick it back. 3-legged dog. Big step, left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale brings you up. Warrior 2. Chest proud. Nice. Your warrior 2 is evolving. Opening, break down the tension, increase the space, and explore the lightness. Straighten your front leg and reverse your triangle. And left hand up, right fingertips crawling down your right leg. And so important to feel your feet activating the muscular body and your legs lifting out of your low back. Come on back. Warrior 2. Turn your palms up and let your gaze settle over your front palm. And fill your chest with breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. And pivot, step back into a downward facing dog. Feel it, come forward to your plank. You are charged, bend your arms in chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips and feel that space. So check this out. We're gonna turn your toes out and your heels in, and then do a little frog squat. And from your down dog, take your gaze back in between your hands. And on your exhale, straighten your legs back out. And so your heels are together and your big toes turned out. And like Charlie Chaplin legs. Bend your legs, turn your knees out, frog squat. It's like your crow legs, and then bring your legs straight, heels together, inner thighs touch. And again, one more time, bend your legs, frog squat. Nice, straighten your legs, bring your heels together, and then turn your big toes back in. Inhale, lift your right leg up. She's going to feel lighter. And then step your right foot through, take off, left leg lifts, and float your arms by your sides, toppling tree. Your left hip wants to turn up, roll it back down. And the reason it's turning up is that feeling in the back of your right leg hamstring. Stand up, bring your left knee through, lift it up in front of you. Left ankle to your right thigh, and sit down, sit back, reach your arms back by your sides. Keep your bum low like Utkatasana, and then reach your arms up, palms face. All right, you can even bring your palms together, hook your thumbs. Great, hands to your heart, stand up, lift your left knee, and then reach down with your left hand, peace fingers, hook your big toe. And kick your left heel out straight in front of you. Right hand to your right hip. Find your balance. If you fall out, and take a breath and come back into it. And bend your left leg. Turn your foot to your inner right thigh in tree pose. And circle the arms up. All you got to do is bring your breath. Right, you will make it there. You will make it to your Shavasana. That is why every breath counts. Okay, you might just light yourself up. You might feel something you haven't felt. Okay, you can explore the positivity, the confidence, and the lightness of your body physically, mentally, and emotionally. Bring your left knee forward. Step your left foot down, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale, dive. Feel how long your back body is. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant press or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. And right foot stays down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot through, take off, right leg lifts, toppling tree, arms by your sides. Use the upper back strength. Make this inhale longer than your last. You got it. Draw your right knee through, lift it up in front of you, arms over your head to extend. And right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. And then sit your bum back and down, arms back by your sides. And sit back. It's okay if this right leg, the dominant leg for me, right side, is tighter, probably because it does more of the work. And keep your bum low, float your arms back up like Utkatasana. And hook your thumbs. And then draw everything through. And the vision, the portal, the energy of the breath in through your nose and out. Hey, it's not supposed to be easy, folks. Stay with it. Hands to your heart, stand up, lift your right knee, but you can find the ease. Peace fingers, hook your right big toe, Roll your butt under, kick your heels straight. And we find ourselves in relating more through the ease versus the challenge. I know it's great to listen to the drama, but when it's ease and it's light and it's 10,000 people at a concert, doesn't that feel easy and to be happy? Bend your right leg. That's the idea. Right foot to your inner left thigh. And you circle the arms over your head. Palms touch. It's a very yogic experience. And to be at a concert, right, getting blasted by that beautiful sound, and everybody feeling the connection simultaneously. Inhale your right knee forward. Exhale, step down, hands to your heart, arms by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms up, feel it. Exhale, dive, feel the length of your back body. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant press, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog, pedal it out. And lengthen your inhale, slow down your exhale. Great. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot through, lower your left knee down, and sweep the arms over your head. And remember, throttle the back bend, grounding the top of your left foot. Arms up, pinkies in, thumbs out. Yeah, shine your heart up to the sky wherever you are today. Let it connect. Bring your gaze and hands down to the ground. Left hand stays straight. Reach your right arm up and then curl your back heel in. Reach back, grab for the back of the foot, ankle or shin. And gaze can come forward and continue to lunge through your hips. Knee belly in, gaze down, release your back foot. And bring your right hand back around, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and then walk the hands all the way back into a side lunge. So your left heel, keep it as flat as you can, and flip your right toes up. Ooh, feel the stretch in the sole of your left foot. The more you can get that left leg to bend, you can hook your left arm around the front of your shin, and then possibly right arm behind your low back. And working the hands closer together. We're getting there. And bring your hands back around. Walk them to the top of your mat. And pivot your back heel high. And good job. Slide your right foot back. Standing splits proper. Take a dive. Forehead into your right knee. Left leg lifts. You could stay or you could play with your press practice. Right heel lifts. Elbows in. Right foot down, standing splits. Everybody inhale. Exhale, feet back together. See, we're all going to get there. Get to the beach. We'll get to Shavasana, forward fold. You pop the heels and sit your bum down onto your heels. All the weight over into your left foot. And don't kick your iPad. And kick your right leg out in front of you. And flex the ankle. If the heel needs to touch the ground, that's totally fine. Or keep it lifted. And tuck your right foot back in. Lift your bum, forward fold. Great job. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, pop the hips, straight legs, land in Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. I suppose I should say, don't bump your chin on the concrete floor first. Feel your hands, and tailbone high, Nice little sweat, everybody. Right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Great energy. Step your left foot all the way through. Lower the right knee. And inhale, arms up. Top of your right foot grounds. So good. Pinkies in. Okay, you're in it. You're in everything that's happening right now. Okay, you're more in flow, in touch with all the energy. Okay, then when you sit there and attach your mind and opinion to everything that's going on right now in your breath. And follow the exhale, gaze and hands down. Slide your left foot back to the middle. Right on, tuck your back toes. And proper standing splits. Take a dive, forehead to your left knee. And your right leg lifts up. And so we're always listening. We're bringing the breath, the balance of the breath first. And then as you have that, you can stay in your splits or you can play with your press practice. Left knee into the chest. Elbows in, right leg up. Left foot down. Standing splits, and release the chin, and exhale, bring your feet together, big toes touch. Beauty, inhale, lift halfway. Come on, exhale, fold. Pop the heels, bend the legs, sit down onto your heels, double toe stand. And kick your left leg out in front. Float the heel or ground the heel. And work the arms to lift the heart. And we ought to feel the heartbeat. That is good. And then slow down the heartbeat as you slow down your exhale. And tuck your left foot back in and double toe stand. And exhale, fold. Lift your butt up. And you're in the middle of your mat. Hey, that's going to give us the opportunity. Down dog in space. Hey, we pop the hips up. Halfway lift. Legs are straight, hands down, pop the hips, legs straight, land in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. And so notice we did all the checkpoints, and before we start playing, flying, flipping ourselves around in space, and to remind you, it was right here. Come forward to plank, bend your arms, breathe, hold your chaturanga. If you could do this, you could do anything that we've done here today. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. And then exhale. Great job. Come back into your down dog. And knees down. And child's pose. Lay your hips. Slide your hands forward. And come all the way down onto your chest. And let your forehead rest. Great job. And he says, you inhale, rise, come up, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And step your right foot in between, or step your left foot, in between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Reach your left arm up. And then curl your back heel in. Reach back, grab the outside of your foot. And gaze can remain forward, hips heavy. Shoulders away from your ears. Peel another layer back and take a breath into it. The belly in as you bring your gaze down, left hand back around. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, pivot the heel flat, walk your hands back, and then we'll sit in the side lunge. Right heel stays heavy, feel the arch of your right foot, the stretch through your inner left thigh. All right, you could play right arm hooks around the front of your right shin, and then left arm behind your low back, fingertips working towards each other.
Wonderful. Bring your hands back around. Crawl them to the top of your mat. Ooh, pivot square. High plank, inhale. Exhale, bend your arms in chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And 3 to 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. And see if these are longer, deeper, clearer breaths than when you started your practice today. And let all this energy lift you up into the positivity, the confidence, the peace, and within your mind. Physically breaking down any of the attachments and the stress that we have been holding on to. And walk your hands, please, back to your feet. And as you come to the back of your mat, and let your arms hang heavy, lift your right toes, and slide your right hand under your right foot. And lift your left toes, slide your left hand under your left foot. Head heavy. At the end of your exhale, put a little bend to your knees. Take your hands out from underneath your feet. And then interlace the fingers behind your back. And chin down. And then straighten your arms. And reach your knuckles up. You should feel very little in this practice in your shoulders. But if you do feel it there, stretch it out. Close the shoulder blades into the spine. Hands to your low back, release your grip, and bring your hands back to the ground. Crawl forward, and downward facing dog. Nice inhale, lift your left leg up, and left knee, left wrist, single pigeon. You rock off to your left hip, swing your right leg around, double pigeon. Stack your right shin over your left shin, or place your right shin in front of your left shin. And flex the ankles so your toes are drawing back towards your knees. The hands can set beside you as you draw your heart center up. You feel the neutral spine, weight down through your hips. Your sit bones actually, and then to release the outer hips, stretch and bring your hands forward. Take 3 breaths, softest tongue, and completely released and relaxed through your jaw. And you make sure there's nothing out in front of you as you walk your hands back in. And then uncross your legs. Remember how we started. So your bum's in the middle of your mat. Make sure there's nothing behind you. And hands behind your knees. We're going to rock up and down. And on the third time, cross your ankles, plant step, or jump back, chaturanga. Make your way into your down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right wrist, single pigeon. Set to the outer right hip. Bring your left leg around and stack your left shin over your right shin. And double pigeon. Now we just turn the steering wheel straight in the pelvis. And hands beside you as you get it set up. And flex the ankles, toes back to the knees. And draw up your neutral spine. You might feel it here. You could stay here. It's all good. A yoga block comes in handy underneath your outer left thigh if it's floating quite a bit. And then you can bring your hands forward. The hinge will add sensation, the upper body coming forward as your sits bones remain grounded. All you got to do is bring your breath to your mat. That's it. That is it. So good having you all practice and together and from all over the world. And he reassures that what you are feeling in this breath is closely connected, not in distance. We don't have to be right next to each other. But through the intention, the breath, the awareness. And crawl your hands back in. Uncross your legs in front. And this time, tuck your fingertips behind your knees. Grab onto your hamstrings. And float your feet up. Right. You should feel pretty open in your boat pose to the point where you could float your arms out by your sides or peace fingers to your big toes. And then straighten your legs up. And pull your heart up. Working ourselves tighter and tighter into the V. And keep the V, feet as high as you can. And then float your fingers off your toes. Right on, start high. And then we'll start to lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land onto your back, please. And tuck your shoulders under once. And release your chest all the way down your spine. And low back through your hips, hips to your thighs, to your knees, and to your ankles. And let your toes fall out away from each other. And connect to this place in space, and that can be realized in through the breath that you're taking right now. And slide your right knee into your chest. And left hand grabs over the top of your right foot. And then kick the heel up. And legs straight, bring it all the way across your chest. If that's not happening, keep the knee bent. And do a supine twist either way. And right arm can go out into a T. And say the body physically is opening. You think in a world of tightness and all the stress and the resistance, and we'd just be shuddering under the pressure. But if you practice every day, you're like, shit, my body keeps opening. And keep that flow going every day. Just think about it. You don't want the flow and to get stuck. You move it around every day. You can bend your right leg, slowly start to bring the knee back. And hips square, release your right leg back onto the mat. And then bring your left knee in towards your chest. And right hand grabs over the top of your left foot. And kick the left heel up. And then straight leg. And go ahead and bring it all the way over. And coming into the twist, left arm out into the T. And feel your shoulders ground. And put a little bend to your left knee. Slowly come on back. And as you release your left foot, soles of your feet together, hips square. And let your knees fall apart. Supine Baddha Konasana. In reclining butterfly pose. Rest your elbows by your sides and hands on your inner thighs. Great. And roll your tongue around the inside of your lips. And let the expression soften across your face. Let go of your breath completely here. You said you're going to get to Shavasana. If it's hard for you sometimes to sustain in your focus on the mat, it reminds you that you will get to this next pose coming up right now, and feeling what you're feeling every single time. And good motivation to stay with your breath, to stay in those moments that can present challenges for sure. Let your legs go straight. And release your arms by your sides. Turn your palms into face up. You all deserve to feel what you're feeling right now. Peace and lightness. Connection internally with what you can feel. And perhaps a deeper connection with what you can see. And that which you can touch. You've got a couple minutes if you'd like to stay and enjoy the feelings that you're having right now, the peace, like I said, the space in your meditation. So, sit and absorb, relax and reveal. The height of your clarity, right? Unless you're going to keep practicing today, this may be in the height of our energetic clarity today. So enjoy it, take it with you, and feed it into another practice. Could be nice. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for your practice. We will see you again tomorrow, every day at noon. And keep the flow going. Beautiful day. Namaste.